Which pan cooks the best steak? Non-stick, stainless steel, or titanium? Today, we're going to put them to the test and see which one gives the perfect crust and which one completely ruins it. Searing a steak is the ultimate test for any pan. You need high heat, perfect contact, and zero mistakes. So let's start with the traditional non-stick pan. When we say non-stick, we mean the PTFE or Teflon coated pans you see in most kitchens. They're great for eggs, pancakes, or anything cooked gently. But once you start searing a steak or using high heat, things can fall apart pretty quickly. That's because non-stick coatings can't handle extreme heat. Once they pass around 500 degrees Fahrenheit or 260 degrees Celsius, they start breaking down and exposing your steak to toxins. And since you can't safely get the pan hot enough to build a proper crust, the steak ends up steaming rather than searing. This affects both the texture of the steak and the flavor. So instead of a deep, caramelized crust, you end up with something gray, rubbery, and not that great to eat. So if you want a truly seared and juicy steak, skip the non-stick. Keep it for low heat cooking where you don't need to push the pan too hard. Now let's see what happens when you cook a steak in a stainless steel pan. Unlike non-stick, stainless steel can take some serious heat. That means you can actually get the pan hot enough to sear your steak and build a proper crust. But cooking on stainless steel requires a specific technique. Start with a dry preheat on medium-high. To check if the pan's ready, flick a little water into the pan, and if it beads up and dances around, you're good to go. Then add your oil, followed by the steak. If you're not careful with heat, oil, or timing, your steak can stick and tear, leaving a mess in the pan. But when your pan's preheated just right, a little sticking is actually a good thing. That first contact is what builds that golden, crusty sear. And as the crust develops, the steak naturally releases on its own. If you're having to force it with a spatula, it's not ready to flip just yet. Usually about 3 to 4 minutes per side on a 1-inch steak gets you medium rare. So preheat your pan properly, watch your timing, and know when to flip. Nail it, and stainless steel will give you a juicy, flavorful steak with that perfect crust you're after. And those brown bits left in the pan after cooking, that's called fond, and you can actually use it. Just deglaze the pan with a little butter, stock, or aromatics, and it'll turn into a quick sauce right in the same pan. Finally, let's talk about cooking a steak in a titanium pan. Clad titanium pans are the modern upgrade when it comes to safe, high-heat cooking. Instead of coating, they have a pure titanium cooking surface layered over an aluminum core, a combination that heats up fast and evenly. That means you don't need extreme heat to get a good sear. And when it comes to heat, titanium can handle extremely high temperatures. It can go up to around 1050 degrees Fahrenheit or 565 degrees Celsius. That means you can safely get it hot enough to sear a thick ribeye without worrying about scratching a coating, leaching heavy metals, or warping the pan. Now, cooking on titanium feels pretty similar to stainless steel. You still want to preheat the pan, do the water drop test before adding oil, and let the steak self-release. So when it starts sticking, don't rush it or try to flip it too early. Let the crust form, and once it's ready, it'll release on its own. That's your cue to flip. It's the same technique, but titanium is extremely durable. That means you can use metal tongs, turn the heat up when needed, and even scrub it a bit harder when it's time to clean up. Once you get it right, you're always going to get a deep crust, a juicy inside, and easy cleanup. So, non-stick, stainless steel, or titanium. Which pan makes the best steak? Skip non-stick if you want a truly seared steak. It just can't handle the high heat you need for a good crust. Keep it for gentle, low-heat cooking like eggs or quick breakfasts. Go with stainless steel if you want a beautiful steak with a deep crust and a pan sauce on the side. And if what you really want is a high heat sear with a pan that's built to handle some serious heat, go with titanium. It heats evenly, stays stable at high temperatures, and gives you a solid crust and a juicy inside without worrying about damaging your pan. If you want to try it yourself, visit taimatitanium.com and get the best titanium pan for restaurant quality steak at home. Which pan do you usually use for steak night? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more tips on cooking better and safer.